This is assuming that this even fucking works. Okay, it looks like it is working. Okay. You're not showing it on here, but can you do me a favor? Check and make sure that it's working on your end. My live stream. Because according to this, it's working. A little bit behind, but the question is it working?
A little slow.
Working? Okay. All right. I have no control over this. I can't fucking see anything. I'm gonna have to edit the VOD. Okay. You're gonna have to keep an eye on chat for me. This is what I have. I have a frozen screen. Okay, just monitor the chat. Let me know if anybody pops up. Welcome to our first live stream. I'm going to go through a little bit of this. Then we're going to do a moment of silence. And then going to go ahead and close it out for today because I'm still having issues. I'm Elder Eliza with the Garden of Light. And I want to explain a little bit about our religion. So that's what this introduction is. We gather to honor the goddess, her horned consort, and their light, and their child of light and love, Jesus. Many have heard her voice calling them to serve and honor her. We serve and honor her by caring for her people and by caring for the planet and all of the creatures on it. She does not call us to worship, as we are not slaves. We reject the evil creator God Yahweh, also called Elohim, and those who seek to do us harm in his name. Asherah comes to us in her three forms. Eve, the maiden, her innocence in the garden gave us knowledge. Is it still streaming? Mary, the mother, carried and gave birth to Jesus and gave us compassion. Lilith, the first woman, the crone, grants us wisdom. Asherah, who many call Mother Nature or the Great Mother, and step up to meet them. The goddess Asherah gave us a way to be free of the slavery of the evil creator god. She blessed us with angel DNA as we are the surviving descendants of the Nephilim. She protected her children, and we now honor her as she always should have been honored. We are the surviving descendants of angels and gods, and it is our place to use our light to protect those who cannot protect themselves, to care for those who need us most, and to protect the land she gives to us. We honor her through remembering her. We honor her by caring for her earth, abandoned by the evil creator. We honor her through kindness to other people, caring for those who need us most, and we honor her through physical intimacy with other consenting adults. We fight against evil and bigotry, especially those who worship and are enslaved by the evil creator god, Yahweh, also known as Elohim. Through the many millennium, she who is kindness personified and deified has protected her chosen children to care for her earth. When the God Yahweh abandoned this world, it was she who brought us the child of light, Jesus, by taking a piece of her own immortal soul and that of her horned consort, Lord Lucifer. She created a two-spirited child and placed that child within the womb of one of her children, Mary. Only children of light can look upon the angels without going mad, and they are as we are. Lucifer, also known as the light bringer, or the morning star, offered a part of his own immortal soul to the two-spirited child to bring to us his light. Jesus says, "Come to me, my children, for I am the light," the child of the light bringer. Mary was human just as we are, but yet was entrusted to be the mother to the most unique soul ever created. Jesus, the child of light, who brings us closer to her light. Lucifer, not to be confused with Satan, is a creature of light, but has also walked among us. Known as the morning star, Lucifer lights the way in our life to show us compassion and kindness for our fellow man. And I got that backwards. To show us kindness and compassion for our fellow man. He wishes upon us knowledge and acceptance. He is the great hunter and the protector of humanity. It is from him we get our strength to keep going when life seems so hard. Asherah is the great mother. When Yahweh abandoned the earth and the sentient beings he had created, Asherah protected us, guided us, and gifted us the plants of the earth, not just to sustain us, but also to heal us. She gave us the ability to learn what could help us and what could hurt us. Lord Lucifer gave us the knowledge to cultivate and raise animals that could provide things like food and clothing, and the goddess Asherah gave us the compassion to recognize that some animals could be our companions. While we will breed certain animals to make those animals more fruitful in their gifts to us, others are there to protect the delicate ecosystems we live in. We have been entrusted to protect those animals who also protect our delicate ecosystems. We honor the Great Mother by caring for her creatures and not needlessly killing. We honor her by caring for each other and by making sure the most vulnerable among us are protected. We honor her by honoring her precious two-spirited children and protecting them as they are her most precious children. Those of us who do not feel as if we fit in anywhere are accepted by the Great Mother, the great goddess Asherah. We are all children of the Great Mother, all children of light, and are all accepted in the eyes of our Great Mother. Jesus was sent to us to both save us from the cruelty of the evil Creator God, but also to teach us the way of light. Light, when passed through water, becomes a rainbow, showing us all that there can be. It shows us the green of the plants, the yellow of the sun, the blue of the sky, and the red of our blood. We see the entirety of the world in the light, and without that light, we cannot see at all. Asherah, through Jesus, teaches us to be kind to our fellow man. She teaches us to have compassion for those less fortunate, as there is always someone who has less than we do. We must be kind to and care for the sick, for the elderly, and the disabled. We recognize that mental illness is a disease of our world and will care for those who are suffering from this illness, just as we would the child dying of cancer. We recognize that being a member of the LGBTQIA2S+ community does not mean one is mentally ill, but are just as the goddess created us, and as she intended us to be. That a great many things are not set in stone, but are a spectrum, from human sexuality and identity to things like ASD and ADHD. We wish to show kindness to everyone along the entire spectrum of humanity. We protect the most vulnerable as the Great Mother protects us in this world. Give me one second. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can even chat. I have no idea if there's anybody even in the chat room. Well, if there is anybody in the chat room, hit the like button so I at least know that you're here. Because at the moment it's yeah, I know, I can see your like, but it's not showing anything else. Well, I guess on that note, we are going to go ahead and do a moment of remembrance. Just be careful, you can be seen. I can see TV. And of course, the truck's doing a regen now. So I want to go ahead and do a moment of silence for those that we've lost, our trans brothers and sisters, our brothers and sisters, and NB siblings in the non-binary, in the trans community, in the LGBTQ community that we've lost over the last year. Did you take your like away? Okay, I had a like and then it goes away and then it comes back. I am still trying to figure this all out. Well, I guess that's it for this live stream. We got a lot of things to do and we got to pick up a load this in a few hours. So if there's anybody here besides my husband, feel free to send me a message. If you have any questions, please ask. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here and call that a service. I'm going to top chat. I need to get a new computer anyways. Well, now it's registering as one person and one like. I even went to the point of doing my nails for this. Something that I don't usually do, but I'm gonna have to get used to doing. Yeah, I can't even chat. So I guess that's it for now. We'll call it at 15 minutes and call that a service. I'm Elder Liza with the Garden of Light. Blessed be, friends. And I hope to see you next Saturday at 4 p.m. Central. Blessed be.